Have you ever been attacked by a bear? I'm guessing not, but that's what NBA players experience on a nightly basis when they get bulldozed by the New Orleans Pelicans with Zion Williamson in the lineup. Zion Lateef Williamson is so powerful that even a titan like Thanos would have to think twice before attacking Earth. That's crazy. But did you know Zion was actually born just a human and not just the powerful offensive machine we see today that makes grown men seem like little kids? Well, this is a story all about how a man-child's life got flipped upside down. And I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how Zion became a star in the league called Who Cares? Actually, I do care, but I'm not Eminem, so I couldn't find anything else that rhymes with Bel Air. Anyway, on to the story. Before Zion became a part of the NBA, he was just a kid from Salisbury, North Carolina, where he first made his life appearance on July 6th, 2000. Just a normal babbling, cooing baby that had hands without a ferocious dunking capacity, who even flirted with other sporting interests such as soccer and American football, until he clocked 5 and set his eyes on his one true love and calling, basketball. At age 9, he proved he was ready to be a part of the NBA by waking up as early as 5 a.m. every day to practice. Wow, a kid at 9 already with the zest and enthusiasm to start balling so early? That sure speaks a lot of volume, doesn't it? This clearly defines a child who wanted to be amongst the league of men. And indeed, he did exhibit his machismo quickly, playing with ballers 4 years his senior when he played for the Sumter Falcons on the Amateur Athletic Union circuit. He also grew from 5'9" to 6'3" between the 8th and 9th grade, and from 6'3" to 6'7" over the course of high school. Damn! But hold on, guys, I'm not finished yet. You know those baby hands I spoke about earlier? Well, they became dunking hands for the first time in 8th grade. 8th grade. Zion has demonstrated great, dominant promise from the get-go, and this could be because of his names and genes. Al-Lateef is one of the names of God in Islam, and Zion's mom recalled, "When I was pregnant, my grandmother kept telling me he is going to be extra special. So when you look for a name for him, look for something extra special." Flipping through the Bible, and Zion just caught me. Now, he is so big, he looks like a Mount Zion. He sure is like a mountain man. His mama, Sharonda Sampson, was a sprinter in the track and field team at Livingstone College, where Zion's father, Lateef Williamson, was a notable defensive basketball player. What a scary genetic mix of pace and stamina. No wonder Zion is such a wonder on the court. Sharonda had also been Zion's coach early in his life. She had coached him twice, first when he played in the youth leagues, and lastly in middle school with the Jonakin Middle School in Marion, South Carolina. Zion's stepfather and former basketball player Lee Anderson also contributed his own training quota. This athletically robust parental trio set him up so nicely for life. He outshined his peers in middle school, playing the point guard position and leading his Jonakin team to only 3 losses in 2 years and winning the conference finals in 2013. During this time, he played in the same court with another future draft pick, Ja Morant, and they were both beasts among boys. Following that, high school reared its stubborn, demanding head, and the man-child still knocked it down senseless. He played for the Spartanburg Day School and averaged 24.4 points in his freshman year, 36.8 in his junior year, and 36.4 in his senior year. Then came the big question: where will Zion go to college? The answer first wrapped in a speculation that seems so obvious. Zion's stepfather, Lee, played for the Tigers at Clemson, which was in South Carolina, where Zion's high school was too. So it seemed fitting that he would make the easy transition, but no folks, our star had other plans. The college offers for Zion, as expected, was in rife, even though it started with just one in his freshman year from Wofford College. However, in 2015, he had 16 NCAA Division I offers, including one from Clemson. Then 1 year later, the Dukes came knocking, and 2 years later in 2018, the young blood answered them. But before we hear what he had to say, it is important to note that Zion started to go viral during the 2016-17 season because of his insane highlight reel dunks that floated all around the internet, especially on Instagram and YouTube. It was at this time Steph Curry and Drake gave the young blood huge props. It wasn't a surprise at all because dude was putting together 50-point games like it was no one's business. And now back to the Duke's call. Zion had this to say on ESPN after his monumental decision. Duke stood out because the brotherhood represents a family. Mike Krzyzewski is just the most legendary coach that ever coached college basketball. I feel like going to Duke University, I can learn a lot from him. Wow, our boy finally made it to college. Okay, let's stay calm here, guys. He might already be shiny, but he still has a lot to do. Now, with the two other top recruits in RJ Barrett and Cam Reddish, the NCAA tournament title seemed like a for sure thing for the Dukes, but did they get it though? I don't know yet. Let's hear how Zion performed before the NCAA tournament reached its crescendo. Now guys, after Zion made a huge preseason debut with the Dukes, he went on to snatch 2 Atlantic Coast Conference freshman honors in the first 2 weeks of the regular season. He went on to win 3 more ACC Freshman and 2 ACC Player of the Week honors before his tremendous newsflash injury in February 2019. Zion's impact has always been great and encompassing, and this injury didn't shy away from causing a big scene either. Spraining his knee 36 seconds into the game with North Carolina totally destroyed his shoe, necessitated his team's loss that day, and listen very attentively to this. His shoe exploding, as many sports reports at the time had put it, caused Nike stocks to drop by $1.1 billion. I repeat, $1.1 billion. Damn. I may not be Nike, but I could feel my stocks dropping too with that news. But Zion is the type to bring down stock only to raise them up ×2 because he's a sneaker expert. Sonny Vaccaro once put it, if Zion doesn't change, I predict that he will be the first basketball athlete at 18 years old that the world is rooting for to become a billionaire. I say billionaire very easily. He is going to have an opportunity to be the face of every company and every major corporation. He is the most marketable person I've seen for a lot of different reasons. Anyway, Zion's injury caused some controversies around the league, and one worthy of note was the call for better treatment and pay of college students. Our boy, man-child, even after missing the last 6 games of the league, was named ACC Player of the Year, Athlete of the Year, and Rookie of the Year. Then came the NCAA tournament we all have been waiting for. In his first game and win, he scored 25 points, becoming the first player in the school history to record at least 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists in an NCAA tournament. However, all his explosive and eye-popping performances didn't quite win Duke the NCAA championship, with his team beat by Michigan State in the Elite 8. But personally, he achieved a lot. Before the NCAA tournament began, he was assigned with CBS, his own camera, called the Zion Cam, guys, and joined Anthony Davis and Kevin Durant as the only freshman to collect 500 points, 50 steals, and 50 blocks in a season. Going back, the loss to Michigan was the last time Zion played for Duke, and even though rumors went round of the man-child coming back for a second season and Eric Mateos of the Tigers offering Zion a chance to play football, our boy showed us once again that he didn't start waking up at 5 a.m. years ago to end up playing football. Hell no. He didn't improve on his jump shot from 34% in the college regular season to 41% in the NCAA tournament, following criticisms, just to end up playing football. Come on now. So out of college and into the NBA, he went already a star. The expectations were high, but sports analysts wondered if his large 6'7", 285-pound frame could take it. The New Orleans Pelicans on June 20th, 2019, drafted him as the first overall pick in the 2019 draft.
NBA draft. The New Orleans Pelicans select Zion Williamson from Duke University.
But after signing with the Pelicans in July of the same year, he tore his meniscus and was put out for 3 months before finally making his debut on January 22nd, 2020, in a loss to San Antonio. But he did rack up good numbers, scoring 22 points and 7 rebounds.
Alexander Walker trying to get that one to go over Pirtle, could not, and there is Zion Williamson, his first NBA basket.
Williamson showed that he was not all hype, and that the enormous coverage following him since college was not just basketball fanfare, he meant business. He was named as part of the NBA All-Rookie First Team and was the first teenager ever in the history of the NBA to have 20-plus points in 10 consecutive games. Zion has done nothing but grow and impress since then. In 2021, he got his first All-Star nod, and he's currently averaging 27.1 points and 7.3 rebounds as of May 2021, but will his numbers continue to grow even when he fully drops the man-child name? I guess we will have to wait and see.